Class, class. Hey guys, this is Miss Skaggs. I am out this afternoon, but I want to make sure you do not miss out on your math lesson today. So I'm going to get you started on your math assignment today. Please make sure you are doing your very best to be respectful to Miss Lewis and help her out if she has any questions or needs anything. You are there to set a good example for me. You represent me as well as Miss Bauman. So let's have a great day and practice our dot plots. All right. So you should have this paper already passed out. I'm going to do the first couple of problems with you. So this is the paper you should have in front of you. 3.8a dot plots. Please remember to write your number and your name. Every time the same, write your number and your whole name. All right, guys, so let's do the first one here. We have got a picture of a dot plot. Can you find the title of the dot plot? Okay, yes, it's called paint orders. So this represents all the data about orders of paint. So if you look at the bottom underneath, there is a key. What does each orange dot represent? All right, each orange dot represents 5 orders. That means you would count each orange circle by 5s. So the first thing you want to do before you start answering questions is to label your table or label the graph to make sure you understand the information. So if you look at the bottom where the numbers are, your number line has the numbers 1 through 10 on it, and all of those numbers are the gallons. If you look at the bottom, there is a G for gallon. So I'm going to label this here. I'm going to use orange. So all these numbers down here are the gallons of paint. And all the circles represent orders. So the circles are the awesome handwriting. The circles are the orders. All right, don't judge the handwriting. Okay, so now we need to label the table so we can find out how many people ordered different numbers of gallons of paint. Okay, I'm going to change my color again. Let's go with purple. So on top of the 1, this represents the number of people that ordered 1 gallon of paint. So we're going to count these by 5s to see how many people only ordered 1 gallon of paint. So I'm going to start at the bottom. I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm going to label this here. 25 people ordered 1 gallon of paint. Okay, on the next one, this is how many people ordered 2 gallons of paint. 5, 10, 15. Label your column. And right here we have no data on top of 3, so that means 0 people. No one ordered 3 gallons of paint. On to the number 4, we only have 1, so 5 people ordered 4 gallons of paint. 5, 10. 10 people ordered 5 gallons. 5 people ordered 6. 5 people ordered 7. No one ordered 8 gallons of paint. No one ordered 9. And down here, 5 people ordered 10. So you can see we labeled the table, so you want to make sure you can read it. So down at the bottom, it's going to ask us some questions to make sure we can read all the information we just labeled. So on number 1, underneath the dot plot, it says, how many paint orders require exactly 1 gallon? So that means the order is equal to 1 gallon of paint. So if you look over here, the G down here, this is your 1 gallon. If you look directly above it, we wrote 25. So that means 25 people ordered 1 gallon of paint. How many paint orders required 1 gallon? 25 orders. Okay, we got one more question on this dot plot. How many paint orders required exactly 5 gallons of paint? Exactly 5. Equal to 5. So the gallons again are the numbers. Here's your label, gallons. 5 gallons, 10 orders. So how many paint orders require exactly 5 gallons? Double check my answer here. Yes, 10 orders. All right, make sure you are writing down your answers. Number 1, 25 orders asked for 1 gallon of paint. And number 2, 10 orders asked for 5 gallons of paint. All right, good job, guys. We're going to go to the next page. So for you, you've got to flip the page. I'm going to click next to go to page 2. Alrighty, so for this one, we've got a dot plot that is about math test scores. You see the title at the top, and here's the story that goes with the dot plot. Mr. Jones used a dot plot to record his students' most recent math test scores. So let's analyze the dot plot. So at the bottom, your numbers are not 1 through 10 anymore. They are test scores. So if you see on the bottom, you've got 80, and an 85, a 90, a 95, and a 100. So these are all the scores. Then there's not a key on this one. So when there's no key, that means we can count by ones. So it says he recorded his students' scores. So that means all of these are the student scores. I'm trying to turn my pencil on here. Let's change color. Alrighty. So let's see how many kids scored an 80 on their test. 1, 2, 3. Label the table or the graph. How many kids scored an 85 on their math test? I counted 8. Make sure you double check me. Count your dots as well. How many kids scored a 90? I hope you said 2. That's a weird 2, but it's okay. All right, how many kids got a 95? 5. And got some real smart kiddos in this guy's class. 4 kids got a 100. Awesome. So a lot of good scores. All of these are good scores. These are all A's and B's. So let's look at the bottom and see what we're trying to answer with the dot plot. The question underneath says, which pictograph represents the data on the dot plot? Represents the data. That means it's going to say the same thing. The numbers on the dot plot should match what's represented on your pictographs. So if you look on the side, here's your test scores on the first column, and they've got smiley faces representing the number of students on these graphs. So let's look at the key. Every smiley face represents 2 students. But I'm noticing that there's a half of a face on here. So half of 2. I hope you draw a better picture on your paper than I'm drawing on my screen. We get a half of a face. All right, guys, check in and look at your papers. Make sure you are following along and you're doing the same scratch work I am. This is going to get you ready to do some without me or without Miss Lewis after this question. So if you got half a face, how many students would that be? Hope you said 1. Okay, so we're going to label the table, label the graphs, because we got to see if these numbers match the dot plot. So next to 80 for this first option, we've got a full face, which is a 2, and then a half a face. So this row is 3. So let's look at top. Okay, that matches the dot plot. So remember, we're going to go and just check the first data point for each one of these to see if we can eliminate anything. All right, on the next one, this has the same key, so we count the same way. We've got 2, 4, and then we add 1 more. So this pictograph is showing 5 kids scored an 80, and that does not match the dot plot. So we can eliminate this one. See ya. All right, and let's check the third one. Still counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6. Okay, and we were looking for 3, so this one doesn't match either. We've eliminated 2 of them. And the last one, we are still counting by 2s. 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, we've got 2 that match the score of the kids that got 80%. Let's move on to the 85. Okay, we're counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 kids. Ooh, rough 8. Same as the pictograph. 8 is what we're looking for 85. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ooh, too many smiley faces on this one. Doesn't match. We've got 1 option left, so we want to make sure and check the rest of the information to make sure we did not make a mistake. So the 90, we've got 2 kids. Same thing on the dot plot. Check, check. 95, 2, 4, 1 more, makes 5. Same information in the dot plot. Check. 100, 2, 4. Same information of a dot plot. So every row of data matches on this one. So I'm going to choose this one as my answer because everything matches the information in the dot plot. All right, guys, I hope that helps you get started on your work today. You are going to work on the rest of these with your table group, or you can choose to work independently and check your answers with the people in your table group. You've got a few more questions to go, so I would like you to try to finish up the rest of this work, and Miss Lewis will let you know how long you have, and she will check in with you and let you know how you're doing. She has all of the answers, so she can check your work as you are working to let you know how you are doing. All right, good luck with this assignment. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you tonight at Trick the Halls. Have a good day, guys. Bye.